Let's go. Whoop whoop.
We've had a great 3 weeks at anchor between two bays, Bahia Lobos and Pichilingue. Although Pichilingue is a little industrial, both of these bays have kept me connected to the internet so I can do my job and be present on a day-to-day basis, as well as keeping us isolated because the COVID-19 virus is taking hold in La Paz. We found this really cool beach where we could dinghy over to with the dogs and get out, run around, play with the dogs, but yet not worry about anybody else being in sight. But as the boss says, it's time to go, and so the sails are coming out. We found a great weather window. First stop, an old stomping ground of ours, San Evaristo. The dolphins swimming with the boat, that just never gets old. So cool to watch them play in front of the bow, and every once in a while they'll turn sideways and it seems like they're just looking right into your eyes. Later that evening we arrived in San Evaristo. It's a beautiful anchorage. Got a little bit of footage while the sun was going down, but unfortunately the locals radioed in and said, hey, please don't come on shore because of the COVID-19. They're asking everybody to stay on their boats. And after a pretty good night at anchor, we were awoken super early in the morning to some rollers coming in from a odd angle into the anchorage. So we pulled up anchor and headed on to the next spot, which is a place called Agua Verde. Tammy and I have been trying to get to this anchorage for quite some time. We've heard a ton about it. It's an absolutely stunning location, and we thought the best way to share it with you is from the air with the drone. Just like the last anchorage, San Evaristo, here at Agua Verde, the locals didn't want us coming ashore either. Tammy was able to take the dogs to go to the bathroom, but everybody else in the anchorage was asked to stay in their boat and move on as quickly as possible. These remote villages, they don't have any roads. The only access is by boat, and if they had a problem with the coronavirus, it could be very, very devastating to these families in these small villages. And so certainly we complied with that and moved along early the next morning.
Señores, el pandanguito, señores, que son es ese.
Day 3 of our short trip from Agua Verde to Puerto Escondido. It's about a 23 nautical mile sail, and we had some beautiful wind to push us along.
Mi vida si fuera rosa te llevaría en el sombrero, pero como eres hermosa, en el corazón yo te llevo, encantada mariposa y hermosísima inseguro. Agua, viento, fuego y tierra, yo los voy a saludar, yo los voy a saludar. Agua, viento,
So we finally made it, Puerto Escondido. It's about 115 nautical miles north of La Paz. We're going to stay here for the foreseeable future. Right now, in the closest town, Loreto, they have 0 cases of the coronavirus. The marina itself, it's about 25 miles south of the town, so we have a pretty good distance between us and the local population. We've elected to stay out in the mooring field because we feel it's a lot safer to keep our distance. We have no idea where any of these other cruisers have been, and so we have the ability to do that here, whereas in La Paz, we were right in the marina, there's people walking back and forth all the time, and it was making Tammy and I really uncomfortable. Not to mention, near the La Paz area, they've closed all the anchorages. We wouldn't be allowed to stay at anchor any longer at any of the islands or the marine parks near La Paz, and so we had to find someplace different to go. Well, every party needs a pooper, and this old guy's ours. He was super pissed about me flying the drone around his boat.